Dropping out of school can be compared to getting off a train before hitting your destination. Even though it is still possible to get a job without your high school diploma, is it worth the risk? Dropout rates in America. A pandemic in academics? According to the AYP, dropout rates are 26.1% nationally.
I find it kind of sad. Unfortunately, a lot of students have been put into this position, whether or not it's a family problem or a personal problem, and they think this is a legitimate option. Unfortunately, it's not, and they really should reevaluate that assessment. And many times, by talking to teachers and counselors, we can bring them back to seeing the total scope of what their future looks like.
With a quarter of students not making it in 4 years, that means that 75% of students do see the value of their education and the dangers of dropping out.
I think dropouts are bad because there'll be less job opportunities, and without jobs, you'll end up homeless most likely.
I think it's a big problem. The influence of drugs and other temptations is spreading like a cancer throughout the state.
I feel as though dropouts are the scourge of high school and they end opportunities.
I don't think dropouts are a problem at all. Someone's got to deliver my pizza.
It's a big problem. You shouldn't be a dropout, ever. I mean, you can't feel too good knowing you're like 35 and you live in your mom's basement. I mean, it's just, come on, son. Not cool.
Those students saw the benefit of a high school degree, but others still drop out. What impact does the decision to drop out have on our educational system? Dr. Dave Richards, Superintendent of Fraser Public Schools, see it as leading to a huge problem.
Well, I think dropouts affect not only Fraser but any school district. Of course, first and foremost, it affects our society. You know, we have moved as a society into an information age, so every one of us has to be equipped with an education in order to be successful and be a contributing member. So anytime a kid doesn't finish high school, it's a big challenge for them to not only take care of themselves but take care of a family or get means to exist. So dropouts are a big deal.
So we know how this affects our community, but how does this affect the dropouts themselves?
Well, I think overall they just kind of have a harder time making it, a harder time getting ahead. Again, their employment opportunities are reduced, income is usually lower, so it might be harder to advance in their career or support their families.
Yeah, finding a job sucks because I don't have a diploma or a GED or anything like that. And then, you know, when you're going to get the job on the application, it's going to say you're schooling, and then it's embarrassing to a point. Well, more embarrassing than anything, than more you get ashamed of it, where you're just like, I don't even want to fill out the applications because what am I going to tell them? I'm a loser, I didn't finish high school.
To avoid problems dropouts can face, long-range goal planning may be the answer. That is part of the job of a high school counselor, but they see the need for support at the state level to keep kids motivated to stay in high school and have the opportunity for college.
I think Michigan definitely needs to invest in their future. One of the key things that we try to point out in the counseling office is you have to show them what's going to be available in the future for them and what's going to be available without the education. When a while back, Michigan used to offer what was called a Promise Scholarship, and that was done through a statewide test, and if students scored well enough, the state actually gave them money to go to college. That's no longer funded through the state of Michigan, and that's a disappointment. But I think with the use of technology today and the ability for students, schools, and parents to work together, I think there's a good possibility that students can reach their goals with the new elements that are available for students in the classroom.
Reporting for the PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Labs and Fraser High School, this is Noah Hall.